let's talk about that integration and particularly the design history file. So can you kind of speak to a little bit of the focus on that, and particularly somebody out there that wants to get more involved in design quality support, new product development, integration? What are some of the key things that you have to look at as you to keep your design history file, your inputs, your outputs, and your risk management for that whole
Hmm.
process? Could you maybe speak to that
Sure.
integration?
Yeah, so the example that I was working on, that I can elaborate further on that, the DHF remediation activity that we had to focus on from that was cited on the FDA 483 was the DHF that was designed, developed, and the product was designed, developed over 10 years ago. And so it was very old, it hadn't been maintained, um, it did not meet the current standards that were out there for the product. So in a very short period of time, we were able to define what the gaps were, um, comparing that the DHF that existed, comparing that to the current standards and the regulations that were out there. And then we focused on that one like a project. We got the right individuals on board with the right project management skills and the right background in the area of quality as well as on the product. And regular reporting, regular managing the overall effort of it, and ensuring that there is complete buy-in from the senior leadership, as well as providing support to the individuals that were working on the project and recognizing the effort that they were able to exhibit on that overall effort helped us be successful, and we were able to go through the remediation very effectively and be successful in that.
So, I mean, you're talking about, obviously it's extremely important to have your pulse, have your
Right.
finger on the pulse of your organization as it grows, and make sure that the different functions of the business are on the same page.
Hmm.
Because as I mean, 10 years, that's a huge gap, right? In
Right.
terms of regulatory changes, your changes, depending on what your product is, they could be relevant to human factors. It could be relevant to post-market compliance or a particular issue that you need to go back to. So if you're not looking at that, in
Right.
terms of your inputs, your outputs, your risk management, if you're not doing that on a regular basis, then obviously you're putting yourself at risk.
Right. And so one of the outcomes of that overall remediation effort for us was we built in a standards review committee or a board that would meet on a regular basis, that would assess what the changing regulations and the standards were, and that would feed it back into the organization under DHF and into the quality system. So though it had not been done for the last many years, we put this new system or process in place that has started helping the business from the very beginning itself. And that was a very effective mechanism that was implemented in a very short period of time.